Welcome back to Houston Life. If you're expecting or hosting your big family or maybe a large group of friends this Thanksgiving, our next guest has the tricks to help you save time on your holiday prep work.
Very important, right? Low stress. Senior Executive Chef Chad McDonald from UH Dining Services joins us in the kitchen with simple and delicious ways to elevate our traditional dishes. Hey, welcome to Houston Life. It's so great to meet you.
Yes, it's great meeting you both. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
And you typically cook, by the way, for thousands of people.
I mean, we cook in our dining commons. We're feeding thousands of our students and our faculty and staff. And in our retail, again, same thing, feeding thousands of people every day. But again, we acknowledge not everybody's passionate about cooking and moving around the kitchen easily, right? Like a chef would be. So I wanted to bring a few items and show a few tips and tricks to make it a little bit easier on yourself, less stress, right? Because it shouldn't be stressful, right?
No.
It's the holidays. You should enjoy your time with your family.
Fun.
Food is comfort, so let's get rid of the stress and the anxiety.
Okay,
Amen.
I like what you're saying. And what I like about your philosophy, Chad, is you're using store-bought, but you're dressing it up a little bit. We're going to get to the stuffing and the turkey in just a moment. You'll want to know this turkey hack, by the way, because I know people panic about timing on cooking the turkey and how to prevent it from being dry. We'll get to that, but let's start with a cranberry sauce,
right,
which is a staple.
Let's start with cranberry sauce,
okay,
because again, it's like you said, it's a staple, it's traditional, but it can be very, very simple. 5 ingredients that we have here. So if you want to take a bowl of cranberries, just one bowl, pour it in here.
And these are just like fresh cranberries you get in the bag from the grocery store.
Bought it from HEB.
Okay.
If you want to put about 4 scoops of that brown sugar.
4 scoops, okay. And this is a teaspoon, by the way.
Correct.
So like a heaping teaspoon?
Correct, and that's about a 1/4 cup after 4, and then we can add 2 cinnamon sticks, real simple.
Okay.
Easy, yeah.
If you want to pour that bottle of water for me, I'll add in about 1 cup and 1/4 of orange juice.
Okay, this looks so pretty. We'll see if we can get this shot somehow.
Really?
Absolutely beautiful. We have some ready to go right there at the corner.
Okay, and what are we doing once this is all mixed together?
So I'm gonna put this on the stove. It reduces and cooks for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
And one thing I will give a disclaimer about is the cranberries start to pop as they heat up. Right?
Thanksgiving firework.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
want to be mindful of that, so that way you don't get any splatter and so forth, right?
Yeah.
But it comes together really quickly on the stove. Again, 10 to 15 minutes. It starts to reduce down, gets absolutely delicious, and then we have our beautiful finished cranberry sauce ready to go right there. Sweet, tangy with that cinnamon flavor in there. But then, if you want to dress it up, add some dry fruit. Add some fresh apples or pear to it, or even a little bit of fresh nutmeg.
All right.
Add in all those flavors as you feel comfortable with.
Beautiful.
Anytime it's a homemade cranberry sauce, that's a flex. Anytime it's not from a can, it's like, wow, okay, they really brought out the fancy
We're
stuff.
going to do both at our house.
I love.
Okay,
Okay.
the can.
So now we're going to talk turkey, right? But first, let's talk about turkey being dry. So I love to brine my turkey, right?
Okay.
So it's traditionally water, sugar, salt, equal parts, but I use a culinary pickling spice instead of other items, and it's with coriander, bay leaves, juniper, berries in it. It's super fragrant.
Where do you buy that?
I love it. Again, you can get it at your local grocery stores. It's called culinary pickling spice.
Culinary pickling spice.
I actually put it in a cheesecloth to keep all those bits together. And then I add in the vegetable stock. And so we have some ready to go right here. This beautiful golden color. You can go ahead and pour one in there.
And Chad, obviously this is not an entire turkey. So you're cooking the drumsticks and the different parts of the turkey separately. Why do you do that? And how do you buy it?
Correct. So I buy it as a whole turkey, but again, there's a lot of items in your refrigerator, right? And a turkey is usually a pretty good size, right? Takes a lot of space, so I break it down into the breast, like you said, the leg, the thigh. Fits a lot easier into the gallon bags to brine it with. You actually need less brine that way as well. And then it also reduces down the cooking time, right? Traditionally, a bird takes about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, depending on the size of it. This only takes about an hour after we're done with it.
That's pretty smart.
So real simple, as we just did there, you can close it up.
Okay.
If we were using a hot brine, you can add in ice. So that way it keeps the turkey at a nice cool temperature without cooking it with that hot liquid. And again, you're gonna stick this in your refrigerator for about 12 to 16 hours, maybe even 18 hours. And it just adds in so much moisture, packed full of flavor. And then once I take it out, I rinse it off, get some of the brine off in there because it's become salty and so forth. And then I make a quick compound butter with sage, garlic, salt, and pepper. It's the soft butter mixed together.
Yum.
Pop it over my turkey and you get this beautiful roasted turkey. Again, I put that in the oven this morning only for about an hour.
Look at that.
If you'd like to taste it, I can definitely cut a piece off.
Let's power through. We're super tight on time, Chad.
To the dressing.
So give us your we have about 30 seconds for you to run us through this.
Okay, so no
stuffing.
shame in the game of buying store-bought, ready-to-go stuffing, right?
No.
It can be intimidating. Add in a little butter, little onions, a little celery. Make it your own by adding in some pecan, some cranberries, and then turkey stock for a little bit extra flavor because traditionally it tells you to add water. Use stock, use vegetable stock, right? If you're vegetarian, use vegetable stock, right? It's more flavor, packs it in, and then you just dress it up very, very simplistically. I pop that in the oven for about 30, 45 minutes, and it come out a beautiful roasted holiday dressing.
Look at that. I love stovetop too. So dress it up a little bit, add those nuts, the cranberries. Chef Chad McDonald, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me. And again, remember, cooking shouldn't be stressful. Have fun with it.
It shouldn't be.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
Break up that turkey.
Put all of that online.
Yeah.
Those tips are so helpful. So go to HoustonLife.tv. If you're expecting a large crowd, we have shared these tips on that website. Again, HoustonLife.tv.
All right.